what our parents think sometimes. Do they notice? Or are they just used to us? I wouldn't dare ask them, and because of the role I am forced to play at home, they wouldn't expect me to. I'm snapped back into the moment when Boone checks in on the mic, trying to sound all official. "Command, this is Brony Team. We still don't have a visual." He smirks beside me. I roll my eyes. Always the comedian. "Repeat," Command demands through our earpieces. "This is a Team Rainbow Sparkle, and we have a negative on a visual." Violet gives Boone a smack, and per usual, Henry says nothing at all. Henry has no sense of humor. He's as immovable as the rock we are crouched behind. Colonel Applebaum's voice cuts through the static. "Cut the shit, Boone! After we're done here today, you can go home and play with all your little action figurines, but since we know something is about to come through, maybe you'd like to focus so that we can save some lives." It's an inside joke, years old, that Boone never gets tired of. When we first met Applebaum, we were so intimidated that it was difficult for most of us to even speak, let alone answer one of the dozens of questions he would scream in our faces during basic training. It was Boone who came up with the idea that his last name sounded like a My Little Pony character. Boone can be a smartass, but he can always diffuse a tense situation. After we started associating Applebaum with a children's cartoon, the Colonel seemed far less terrifying. "Ryn?" he asks. "I'm on it, sir." I shoot Boone a look that says everything without me having to use any actual words. And then I feel the hair on my arms begin to stand up. I know that I am the first one to sense that the rift is about to open. I always am. I think that's another reason I was made team leader. I have a hypersensitivity to it. I hold my hand up and make a fist. It's a gesture that means business, and my team knows me well enough to stop the nonsense and follow my lead. I keep my head down and close my eyes. I can feel the tug of the rift's giant mouth in my belly. I know we won't be sucked in because all the mathematicians have calculated the exact safe distance from the rift. It's one of the few things Ark has told us that I believe absolutely, because we haven't yet lost a Citadel that way. But it doesn't mean the pull doesn't bother me every time. My heart begins to beat a little faster. The adrenaline starts to course through my veins. The rift's rippling intensifies. "Command, this is Beta Team Leader. We have a visual, stage 1. Repeat, we have a visual, stage 1. Through the rock, I can see the shimmering air undulate like a hummingbird's wings, and then, from the rift's center, a purple dot begins to bleed out toward the edges. "That's stage 2, Command. Copy?" I say swiftly. "We copy, Team Leader. Hold your position." I grit my teeth. They don't need to tell me what to do. I know exactly what needs to happen next. I'm about to put my life on the line, and they are safely sitting on their asses a mile away, watching this all on a bunch of camera feeds. I take a breath. Irritation won't help me if things turn ugly. I have to empty myself of every emotion. I have to become a thing instead of a person if I want to survive the next 10 minutes. It's why we're called citadels and not soldiers. Solid, immovable objects, not malleable beings, ready to withstand anything. The purple in the rift begins to darken until it is pure black. It's not a normal black, but the darkest color my eyes can register. It is the inky night of the universe. I look at my team. They are ready, focused, intense. "Stage 3, Command, stand by." We all wait for the sound. The rift always opens with a muffled sonic boom. It's not ear-piercing. It's not even all that unpleasant. In fact, it comes as sort of a relief. No more waiting, no more guessing. It's time. The boom happens. It is an echo of a thing started 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000 Earths away from our own Earth. The ground shakes ever so slightly. "That's it. Stage 4. Weapons ready," I say calmly. I peer through the rock. The view isn't perfect through the tiny holes perforated in the metal on the other side, but it's enough. The rift opens completely, and a person comes tumbling out. Just as quickly, the rift closes and turns back into the neon green tower of